What would you say was the craziest thing you've experienced in prison?
I mean, besides people seeing people, so a couple people get whacked and shit. I think when we just took off on the PC, it was surprising to see how many people stayed. When I know
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
anybody that's been in the system in the past 5 years will know that the numbers that we lost are very like saddening. And it became less of the South versus the North and the blacks versus the whites, and it became more of the PC versus GP. And that's when I seen Northerners and homies and blacks and whites, and they're all with their back against the fence, taking off on a whole yard full of pesetas, and they're all helping each other. And it literally became PC versus GP, and it's no longer, to me, it's not no longer for South versus North, black versus white, white versus brown. You know what I'm saying? I seen the shit. I
Yeah, I
seen it.
do.
So that in itself, that hurt me. It actually it was a false sense of reality that I had, I think, and it was destroyed when I seen it actually play out. And then I seen the way the homies were getting did dirty, like they were getting we were still getting shot with Big Bertha. We were still getting the write ups. We were still getting the DA referrals because we're fighting for our life. People.
Yo, yo, mis saludos y respetos, full blast. Greetings to all my people out there. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. With that said, welcome. For those of you who don't know who I am, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Manny, and I'm the Jaguar Man. Mucho gusto. It's always my pleasure. Just real quick, man. This channel, we don't break homies, we make homies. And when I say homies, I'm speaking on everyone. You know, it don't matter the race, it don't matter the color, the age. We don't play none of that BS around here. For sure, 100%. I keep it real. I don't really touch onto them prison politics. I respect those men behind the wall doing time. Whatever's going on behind that wall, that's their business. It's none of my business to go and speak about current events and BS. However, every now and then I do speak of my personal prison experiences or experiences in the hood growing up back in the 90s. And when I do so, I still try to not get too explicit. I don't touch on names, organizations, so on and so forth. So if you're in here for all that, you're in the wrong channel, man. There's a lot of individuals out there that like to speak on all that. And hey, my intentions is to keep it on a positive note. Like I said, we make homies around here and try to keep the young, the youth, or anyone out there out of prison, gangs, and drugs. Of course, I have no control of anyone, but all I could do is let you be aware of what you got looking forward to. Now, a lot of individuals don't know. Sometimes they're naive. They just want to belong to something. I understand. But you know what? That's why I signed up for this, to extend my humble advice. And for the record, I don't know it all, man. I learn every day. I believe that we're going to come together and learn from one another, just like iron sharpens iron. You feel me? That's right. Before I continue, for those who are new to the channel, I've been doing like a little ritual. Lean back, kick up your feet, get yourself something to drink, open up your pistol or whatever you prefer. Spark up your churrito. I mean, churrito means like blunt, leño, joint, whatever makes you relax. And my purpose is for you guys to enjoy the show. Before I continue, oh man, allow me to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all my new subscribers, man. I got a bunch of new subscribers on the video where I talk about the N word. That video, wow, it went viral. Like I said, I had a lot of people supporting on the message, and I thank you all, you guys, for the beautiful comments. The majority were respectful, and hey, you know, I learned a few things here and there. And that's what it's about. We all have different perspectives, a belief system. We're all different, but you know what? We're gonna agree to disagree. Anybody that's down to keep it respectful and have a mature conversation, you're welcome to my platform. You know, there's no doubt. Anyhow, today I want to talk on the intro, the 50-50 yards. I've been wanting to touch on this, but I left it alone because, like I said, I don't like speaking on prison politics, but I do believe that this is no secret. This is all over the internet. This is all over the place. So I feel like I'm not exposing anything. I feel like I'm not talking anything that I shouldn't be talking about because, like I said, everybody knows about these 50-50 yards. Well, not everybody, but most people. I mean, like I said, it's nothing secretive. I'm not exposing or getting anyone in trouble or jeopardizing anybody's well-being. So the homie that brought it up was interviewed by Negra on the Indicted TV. Shout out to the homie Icon and Negra once again. Kudos, you guys are doing a fantastic job um, with those interviews and also contributing to the community when it comes to giveaways, turkeys, and all that good stuff. I'm gonna try to break this down where people that never been in prison or never been locked up or don't know anything of this lifestyle could understand what I'm talking about. And for many years now, and he spoke on that 50-50 yard and how a lot of homies have been just giving up and taking that easy route. Pretty much homies got put on the spotlight. You either take off or give up your prison status. Now, CDCR has been wanting to take these two labels out of these prison yards. The sensitive need and you got the general population. Sensitive need consists of people that got victimized in general population that weren't able to program anymore because of, you know, either bad charges, which the most frowned upon are chomos, are pissed. I'm trying to, I don't want to get, you know, a warning or anything. YouTube is very sensitive. And people that run their mouth, those little birdies that like to sing. You know what I mean? Anyhow, so those three are the big ones that are no. Eventually, they get dealt with, bad paperwork, as they say, and they end up being victimized. So they give them protected custody. But within time, people maybe started complaining. What man in prison, what badass vato wants to be protected? Okay, so they turn it into sensitive need, which is, I guess, people that need to be keep away from GP, general population. Eventually, these yards, I mean, got overpopulated, started growing, where the percentage of the GP and the SNY when escalated to being now the majority. People say that's the new general population because of the overcrowding and being so many. And Sacramento pretty much shot themselves on the foot. That's just my own point of view. Where these dudes, they give them their protection, they help them out, give them a second chance, but they end up going to these yards and starting new prison gangs, new crews, or I don't know. Like within these power struggles and people starting these new gangs, as they say, it's the wild, wild west. They do as they please. There's no rules, regulations. In life, we need structure. We need rules. We need policies to keep us in the lane, to stay focused. And sometimes people just don't want that. They don't want to be told what to do. And I understand. Hey, we're grown men, to each his own. And I mean, if we motherfuckers figure I didn't listen to my mama and daddy at home, what makes you think I'm gonna go to the big house and listen to another man? You know, I understand and I could see that. But there comes a time and a period in your life where we need structure. We need to be organized. And respect overall takes us further in life. And he said that within 5 years, Sacramento wants to flip every yard to 50-50. It's like putting two vicious pit bulls in a cage. What's going to happen if you put these two hungry, evil, vicious pit bulls in a cage? They're bound to unalive each other. They're bound to take each other out. No bueno. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what, from a level 1 to level 4, that's the plan. This is back in 2019. I was already getting ready to parole. So me and a couple homies that were like, sheesh, wow, we don't gotta go through that. Thank you. Gracias. You know? But one of the homies, let's put it that way. I'm gonna mention names. He used to work at the watch office and said that the warden or one of the guys, big guys, you know, the watch office is where all the big wigs are at. From IGI, wardens, captains, lieutenants, all that good shit. He said that within 5 years, Sacramento wants to flip every yard to 50-50. It's going to become a non-designated yard where SNY and GP come together. But, I mean, come on. I was in SATF, I believe, at the time. And we started, you know, seeing homies come in from different yards, different prisons where they were already flipping them. And being there, you know, you got to see homies getting transferred as well to other prisons. And everybody was aware that you had to handle your scandal. And within time, I mean, it was kind of heartbreaking to hear certain homies that that you know you believe in them that talk that good shit, you know, super cholo, super gangster, walking down the tier with that swag, and I'll never do this, I'll never do that. And it's like next thing you know, it's like, hey, what happened to so and so? I thought he landed over there, woo woo, and it's like, whoa, okay. Oh, he's kicking back, spreading with these guys over there, you know, doing burpees and all that good shit. Is like, whoa, okay. Like, damn. Hella surprised. Never seen that coming. But hey, other dude said, man, I'm tired of this shit. I just want to go home. I can't afford picking up no more time. And I did it for my kids. I did it for my kids. I did it for my wife. And guess what? Now he threw away his little status or career, as they say. And okay, he went home. And now I hear that he's back for this serious crime. Now he's looking at life. And he didn't go home and take care of business. He didn't take care of his little girls. He didn't take care of his wife, family, like he was claiming to do so. It was all a bluff. It was all I guess, an excuse, trying to psych himself. Okay, well, I'm still good. I'm gonna go down for a righteous cause. Okay, yeah, the family. I understand that. Hey, more power to you. Family comes first. Your kids, your wife, your home. Yeah, I'm down with that. But I mean, when you're lying to everyone, most important to yourself, that's like, whoa, homie. I think you're a little cuckoo, a little loco like a bass. Come on, let's get this right now. Excuses are like assholes. Everybody got one. They all stink. Uchi, like, wait. Anyhow, so, you know, you hear little stories here and there of homies saying that and whoopty-woo, and that's like, damn. And you know what? Salute the ones that went through the little struggle of picking up a couple days, 90 days here and there, but you get your time back, depending on how much time you have. I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, you go into the yard sometimes. There's COs a few feet away. You get in there, boom. Next thing you know, not even a minute, not even a few seconds, the yard is down, and boom. Okay, they come, they spray you, whatever. You're gone. You're gone. You're out. Come on, man. You gonna tell me you a gangster? You were out there flossing descuete for the gram, for TikTok, but you over here scared to take care of business. I don't know, man. Nowadays, I look at this like, I mean, how can you go into a facility, a place, or a cell, a dorm, and be next to child predator, a chomo? You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. And of course, I mean, you don't know who's who sometimes. Ain't nobody doing no investigation or asking for any type of background check or paperwork once you hit prison, and it showed all your history, your criminal history, and your discipline in state prison. Nowadays, I guess those don't come around. So, I mean, everybody talks a good one in there, claiming to be this and that, and it's like, damn, you don't know who's next to you. You don't know who you're sharing a bunk with or a cell. It's kind of scary, spooky, hilarious. Puro pedo. Going back to this, homies being sent to these 50-50 yards where they gotta take off. I hear they put them in a tough predicament where they're outnumbered. You know, sometimes they throw them in the Shark Tank. You know, they walk in, they ask them whether they're gonna, you know, program or not, and sometimes they lie to them. They tell them, oh, there's GP homies over here. They got one side and this and that, just to get them in, just to convince them like it's cool. And a lot of times you get some of these first termers, homies that are not from hoods, that are not laced up, don't know better. They fall for the okie dokie, like going there thinking that there's GP righteous people, that the facility, you know, is blessed. And it's like, man, it's messed up that they mislead these people. Nevertheless, some of these homies lose their property once they take off and handle business. Depending on the situation, these other guys, these PCs come get their property. They take it. Once you sprayed, they cuff you up. They take you. The hooders don't care. They're not gonna go and pick up your bag. They're not gonna go and make sure you have all your pictures and your food or whatever you have as personal property. And like you heard the homie, these dudes were getting a hold of family pictures. They were calling these phone numbers, sending dirty pictures to these cell phones, to these numbers. It's like, man, that's low. That's really low and disrespectful. And that's a no-no, man. Sometimes you feel like you're just against the world when these huras are showing more love to these S and Y dudes. And I'm sure that maybe there's been a few situations where it's probably been the other way around. Who knows? A lot of homies have been out here. Tip my hat to other homies that are doing good, that are taking care of business, that are jumping on their vocations, college, that are taking care of their hyenas, their kids. I mean, staying out, man. I'm going on 6 years. You know what I mean? I'm not. I don't have the best life, but I'm happy. I'm content. I got my family. I got my home. I got my job. My freedom overall. My freedom most important. Thank God for that. And trying to do the right decisions every day. I wake up. Don't get me wrong. You know, it's not easy. I fight my demons every day, but just gotta talk to yourself and keep yourself on check, homie. Self-discipline, homie. Those of you who have done time, you know that we gotta embrace that warrior mentality and use it. And I'm not saying warrior mentality to where, oh yeah, you gotta be a badass and go around hurt people. No, when I say warrior mentality, I believe life is war. Every day we face a battle. Every day we face consequences. We gotta deal with circumstances. The struggle is real. Like the homegirl said, the streets ain't for the weak. We don't got it easy out here. However, that's where the warrior mentality comes in, and we gotta uh, not get stuck in the situation, but find solutions to every problem. Don't be the problem no more. Be the solution. You feel me? I'm sorry I went out of subject, but going back to that 50-50 yard to finalize this video, the PCs and GP, my understanding, that's what it is. I got to see the unity between the homies, the South Side homies, and the Norteños. You know, I started doing time when we were at war with everyone. Well, back then, riots were sometimes kicked off over stupid, petty shit, man. You walk the main line, man. There's more communication among us. The homies were allowed to play with other races now, tournaments. Sometimes it was hard for me to see sometimes certain homies being too comfortable, getting tatted, getting haircuts. It was a mutual thing between the north and the south, but that's them. Hey, who am I to say anything? Just a regular dude, just passing on by. At the time that was in my house. That was just a temporary stay. So hey, knowing that you got a date, you gotta keep on pushing and respect whatever happens in the casa. But anyways, a lot of things have changed in the system. A lot of people I see on YouTube still stuck in the past, the 80s, the 70s, and sometimes want to bring up and push up on all these race wars on this and that. Like, dude, I'm an older homie. I'm 45 years old, but we got to grow. We got to evolutionize. We got to move on from the past. Yeah, we had our differences. We had our battles. And just like they won, we won. You lose some to win some. I believe that we're human and we're emotional creatures. There's nothing wrong with fear. There's nothing wrong feeling anger. There's nothing wrong feeling happy, sad. You know what I mean? Just got to learn from those emotions. We got to learn how to control them. That's it. Use them well. Now that we're older, we got to extend that advice to our younger homies. Those OGs right now, if you come across this video, I'm not telling you what to do, homie, but if you got little homies out there, man, whether black, white, purple, pink, or whatever it is, always, try to bring them in, man, and give them a little advice. It's 50-50 pretty much. That's what it's become. It's become the mainliners and sensitive need. They're trying to bring these two different, you could say, labels together because CDCR, Sacramento, it backfired on them. They shot themselves in the foot. So now they're trying to get pretty much both together so some type of structure could mix with the Wild West and try to bring some type of sense into them. But I don't see that happening. Like I said, I ain't nobody. I'm just here creating content. Bunch of labels people are putting on us. They're trying to divide and conquer. Sometimes people don't look at the real enemy. I remember back in the days, I met an OG. He claimed to be a Black Panther. He was back in 2002. He was like already in his 70s, and he said that back in the days, there was none of this division and whoopty woo. It was the convict code. It was against the cops. The problem, the issue was against the cops, the COs, the men in green. That's the way he put it. That's the OG convict code. Hey, the times change, people change, and shit happens. Like I said in the beginning of the video, we gotta leave that to the people that live in there. I was just maybe a temporary spectator coming through. 10 years, got out, went back for another 6, and here I am. Thank God. I ain't trying to go back no more, man. Anybody in the general population is considered men of honor, especially homies that have been down for a long time, that been through a struggle and never locked it up. Those are the ones that you gotta really salute. And I'm not glorifying gangs or the lifestyle. I just look at it for what it is. I've been there, done that. Even though I'm not involved with anything, I mean, I still respect the men that are living the life. You know what I mean? We gotta better ourselves, man. Because there's secret societies out there that want to see us. They want to divide and conquer. They want to put this out on the social media, internet, so we could get caught up in our own little world while they're over here flexing laws and policies that are going to put us behind the wall, that are going to keep us stuck in a hole where we're not able to succeed. But you know what? Enough of that. That's why we got to support those homies that are out there on YouTube, extending positive content where they're somewhat educating homies on world politics, on how to fill up an application, how to look for a job, and how to present yourself other than all this gambanging shit that's not gonna get you nowhere, dog. Or getting yourself caught up, flexing the cuete, going and shooting fools. Now you're facing life and that's it, you're done. We got a lot of brave men back there already. They're trying to get out here now, man. Believe me. Every now and then I still talk to my homies, man. And they get happy when they see one of us doing good. But anyhow, I hope I made sense. Hope you like this content. Let me know what it is, what it be like. Thank you, all my new subscribers. Much love and respect, man. I mean it. Thank you for keeping it respectful. Thank you, man, for showing support. Mad love, big bundle of love, like Brent would say. With that said, my name is Manny. I'm the Jaguar Man. Remember, turn that frown upside down, rise up, level up, and wise up, my G. With that said, al rato.
Yeah. Double S on mine.